A very good morning, class. Today, in continuation of redox reaction, unit 8, I'm here with the lecture number 3. So we have done about the oxidation reduction definition. We have done how to find the oxidation number in general categories. Yes. Now there are some paradox. There are some special rules for that redox finding oxidation number that we are going to practice. Okay. So let's start with a quote, and the quote is, "There are no shortcuts to any place worth going." So जहाँ जाना बहुत ही like precious है, उसका कोई भी shortcut नहीं है. You people have to understand this thing, and as soon as you will understand, you will be in benefit. Got it? Chaliye, let's start with this. The solution to the homework given in the last lecture. I have given 2 questions, so let me explain all these questions. In this, the first question was that what is the oxidation number of the underlined atoms in each of the following molecules and ions? So first was ClO3, that chlorine, suppose X and 1 oxygen is -2, so it will be -6, and all the charge is -1, whole charge is -1, so we'll make it equal to 1, and hence it will calculate X will be +5. Okay. Now Br +3, Br is X, 1F is -1, so 3 will be -3, and equal to, if we'll solve, it will get Br +3. CH4, 1 carbon is X and 1 hydrogen is +1, so 4 + 4, and if we will calculate like this, X we will get -4 in this case. Now C6H12O6, if we'll check that carbon, we have to find, to suppose it is X, so 6X, and 1 hydrogen, it is +1 into 12, and then 1 oxygen is having -2, so 6 oxygen will have what? -12. So we'll calculate it and we'll get that X is equal to 0. Okay. So next question was Na2B4O7. In this case, we have to find the oxidation number of boron as a central atom over here. And in this case, sodium is +1. Okay, one question is here that central atom concept is not correct over here. Although it is underlined, so we have to find, that is quite clear. But if suppose that अगर मैंने यहाँ पे नहीं भी दिया हो, तो underline, if I have not done it, then also the boron should be the what we have to find for the boron only, because group sodium never change its oxidation state other than this +1. So उसको निकालने की हमें कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. Got it? So now sodium is +1 into 2, boron is X into 4, and oxygen is -2 into 7. Calculate it, you will get the +3 oxidation state. Next was Na4FeCN6. It was Fe as a central atom we have to find here. It is underlined over. So 1 sodium is +1, so 4 sodium will be +4. Similarly, plus, this is, don't be confused with this bigger parenthesis. Yes, just simple, the compounds are there. This is compound, so we have to add all the oxidation number simply. So here Fe is X, then plus 1 CN is having -1, and you know it in better way. You have done class 9th, 10th, the formula CN. Yes, so that is CN is always -1. Just learn it. Later on I will tell you how it is -1 also. So CN is -1 only into 6 equal to 0, and if we will solve this, we will get the X is equal to +2. Yes. Now next was N2H4. So nitrogen we have to find 2 nitrogen, so 2X, and 1 hydrogen is having +1, so 4 hydrogen is having +4. So 2X is equal to -4, and X is equal to -2. So this is the nitrogen. Okay. Next question was, identify the species undergoing oxidation and reduction in the following reaction. So what we have to do, we have to find the oxidation number first. In this case, H2S, it is -2 state. How it is -2? I don't think so. I have to repeat. Yes, this is Cl2 in the molecular state, so it is 0. Here it is -1 chlorine, and sulfur is in free state, so here it will be 0. So what is happening? Sulfur is undergoing oxidation, isn't it? So if it is undergoing oxidation, that means H2S will be reductant. Yes. Identify the species undergoing oxidation and reduction. So we have to find the specific species which is undergoing oxidation and reduction simply. We don't have to find the oxidant and reductant. So, okay, so H2S is undergoing oxidation and Cl2 is undergoing reduction. So, let's see. H2S is oxidized. We don't have to say sulfur. Be very careful. This, although the sulfur is going to be oxidized, but we have to take the whole like name of whole compound. It is H2S. Is oxidized because a more electronegative element chlorine is added to hydrogen, or electropositive element hydrogen has been removed from H2S. You can say that, or in terms of oxygen oxidation number also you can explain. While chlorine jo hai, that is undergoing reduction. Yes. Now the next concept is Fe3O4. If you'll find the oxidation number, this is Fe3O4 is here in 8/3 state. Although it is not possible, I will tell you in this video only that why it will not be 8/3. But here just find it. It is by that whatever the calculation we have learned, according to that we will do this. 8/3 we will get, yes, and here Fe is in 0. So obviously the oxidation number is going to be increased. So we can say that this is what? Decreased. Yes, it is 8/3 and it is 0. So Fe3O4 is oxidation number is decreasing. So we can say that it is undergoing reduction. And here it is 0 and here it becomes +3, isn't it? Calculate the that oxidation number. So it is undergoing oxidation, or in the simple way also you can say that oxygen यहाँ से remove हो रहा, so this is undergoing reduction, and oxygen यहाँ पे add हो रहा, so this is undergoing oxidation, isn't it? Now in this case it is 0 free state, this is 0 molecular state, and here it is in Na+1, so obviously H is -1. So sodium is going to be oxidized while hydrogen is going to be reduced. I hope it is clear. So just match the answer. Yes. Okay, so let's start the new class for today, and that is paradox of fractional atomic oxidation number. What are the paradox? I have in that previous one, I have told you that it can be 0, it can be fractional, it can be positive, it can be negative, कुछ भी हो सकता है. But actually मैं आपको यहाँ पे I am going to tell you that fractional oxidation number is not possible. Why? Because oxidation number क्या है? It's just a number of electrons which is going to be lost or gained by any other element. So to make it react, तो कभी भी फ्रैक्शन में इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पार्टिसिपेट थोड़ी करेंगे. It won't participate, isn't it? It will be always in a whole number, but फिर भी हमारा ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर फ्रैक्शन में आता है. So what is the reason behind that? Actually, that is not the oxidation number, rather it is average oxidation number. Okay, so let me show you with an example like Fe3O4. If you'll find the oxidation number, you will get 8/3. But in this Fe3O4, this is strange because electrons are never shared or transferred in fractions. कभी भी transfer या share fraction में होते ही नहीं है. तो 8/3 कैसे आया? So what is actually it is the oxidation number. ये जो हमारा मिल रहा है, तो this is the average oxidation number of all these three Fe. If we'll see that Fe3O4, it is a combined, it is a mixed oxide, and it is like represented as FeO Fe2O3. Okay, so actual structure of Fe3O4 is FeO.Fe2O3, and that's the reason it is called ferroferric oxide. Ferro, that means it is +2 state, and ferric, that means it is +3 state. So what happens? यहाँ जो iron होते हैं, they are in +2 and +3 state. Now take the average of this, you will get that 8/3. Okay, so this is the like 2 + 3. If you'll do that, then only you will get it average. So let's say this can be explained by the fact that Fe3O4 contains Fe atoms of both +2 and +3 oxidation number. It is stoichiometric coefficient, stoichiometric mixture of ferrous and ferric oxide combined as FeO.Fe2O3, and therefore the oxidation number found in such case is average oxidation number. कैसे? Like Fe, here it is +2 and Fe2 is +3, so +3 into 2, it will be +6, +2 +6 plus 8 divided by 3. It is, you are getting it? Yes. So this is actually average oxidation number. Whenever it comes in the fraction, you have to make yourself clear that it is not actual oxidation number, it is average oxidation number. So for finding actual oxidation number, you must know that in which form it exists. So for that, you have to simply remember it. Similarly, I have another example of PB3O4. PB3O4 is regarded as a mixture with composition of 2PbO.PbO2. Fe3O4 was mixture of FeO.Fe2O3, but this one is not like PB3O2. No, it is PbO, 2PbO.PbO2. Okay, here Pb is in +2 state and in this Pb it is in +4 state. So that means 2 Pb is in +2 state and 1 Pb is in +4 state. Clear? So again you will take the average value, you will get this 8 by 3. Got it? So whenever it comes fraction, just think of it once again. It is not the actual oxidation number, rather it is average oxidation number. Similarly, we have ferricyanide. This is ferricyanide molecule. Now the oxidation number, if you'll check this, it is 18 by 7. A very strange number it is coming. But if I will ask that, are these both these two Fe are in same oxidation number? No. Now how to find the oxidation number? So see, we will learn, we will go to class 9th. We have done now. Like see, this is one element and this is another element. Yes. So if we were making their compound and it was having X charge and it was having Y charge. So we were making a compound like this. Kaise? M, the charge of N was coming here, isn't it? And N, the charge of M was coming as here. That way we were making. Similarly, we will make that, we will compare this. So can I say that this Fe is having charge, this +3? Yes. Is it clear? This Fe is having +3 charge. This Fe is +3. And this group, this whole group is having -4 charge, isn't it? So I can say that Fe CN6 having -4 charge. Now find the oxidation number. This is ferric, isn't it? So that's why it was named as ferric. And it is ferro, that means it is +2 state. So just find it. 1 Fe I don't know, so X, and there is Cn -1. So -1 into 6, -6, isn't it? Equal to -4. So what will be the charge on this? +2. Clear? So it is very important question that can confuse you. Yes. So you have to understand this, how I found the oxidation number and how you can find the oxidation number. Yes. Let's move to next topic. Thus, the average oxidation number indicates average of atoms in different bonding situation in a compound. Okay. Okay. Now, next. In some compounds, the knowledge of chemical bonds or the structure is essential to calculate oxidation number. It is must. You have to know the structure. Then only you will be able to find this oxidation number. Otherwise, it is going to be a very big task. Example, Carrot's acid. Carrot's acid is H2SO5. It is also called peroxymonosulfuric acid. Peroxymonosulfuric acid. If we will draw the structure like this, this one in the simple way, if we will do that, H1 is plus, yes, this is +1, S, 1 second, so this is 2 into +1, sorry, this is multiplication sign, okay. This is hydrogen is 2 into +1 plus X, sulfur is X, plus 5 oxygen into -2. If I will do, oxygen is +8. So here I'm going to tell you few important points. Just be careful. Any element shows oxidation number, maximum oxidation number will be equal to its Let me write first and then I will explain. किसी भी एलिमेंट के लिए मैक्सिमम ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर जो होगा दैट विल बी इक्वल टू इट्स वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन, क्योंकि अपने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन से ज्यादा वो इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस या गेन कर ही नहीं सकता, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट विल नॉट शो मोर देन द वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट. डिड यू गेट दैट क्लियर? Okay, now the next concept is okay class, so here this is 3 important point and that you have to be like, you have to make a note for this. Yes, it is very much important rule. If that any element cannot show ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर मोर देन इट्स वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन, कभी भी अपने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन से ज्यादा शो नहीं करेगा. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड, इफ इन जनरल वे से अगर हम ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग एंड ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर माइनस वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन, यानी कि डिफरेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर एंड वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन कम्स 1 और 2, एक या दो आएगा, 1 और 2, देन देयर विल बी 1 पैरोक्सी बॉन्ड. 1 पैरोक्सी बॉन्ड होगा वहां पे, दैट मीन्स OO बॉन्ड. And wherever this OO bond is there, so if this OO bond is there, this is called peroxy bond. Yes, I have explained yesterday also. And in this case, the oxygen will have -1, -1. Got it? Rather than -2, it will have -1, -1 oxidation state, because in peroxide we know that oxygen carries -1 oxidation state only. Clear? समझ में आ गई बात? That means 1 peroxy bond means 2 oxygen is going to involve in that. Clear? Okay. But if oxidation number and valence electron का difference, if it is coming 3 or 4, 3 या 4 आता है, then there will be 2 peroxy bond. That means 4 oxygen is going to involve in the peroxy bond, and जितने भी oxygen दिए हुए हैं, out of that 4 oxygen will have -1. I hope it is clear. Clear? So 1 peroxy bond, 2 oxygen involved, 2 peroxy bond, 4 oxygen involved. Clear है? Because इसका use अगले class, अगले example में we have to do. Yes? So let's see that. Kerosene acid, if we found the oxidation number, we are getting 8. But the sulfur cannot show 8 oxidation number because sulfur has max valence electron 6. So यानी 6 से ज़्यादा show ही नहीं कर सकता. ठीक है? So if it is coming, oxidation number comes more than valence electron, then that means for sure there is a peroxy bond. Clear? But this is wrong because the maximum oxidation number of sulfur cannot be more than +6 because it has only 6 electron in its valence shell. In this structure, 2 oxygen atoms are bonded by a peroxide bond, as I told you. So how you got this 2 only? For that, I have given a trick that just what you have to do, oxidation number minus valence electron. So what is the oxidation number? You are getting 8 and the valence electron of sulfur is 6. So 8 minus 6, we are getting 2. So if it is 1 or 2, there will be 1 peroxide bond, and 1 peroxide bond, that means 2 oxygen are going to involve in that. Clear? So out of 5 oxygen, 2 oxygen will have -1 and rest other 3 oxygen will have what? -2 oxidation state. So do in that way. This is the structure. So see, this sulfur, ये oxygen, this oxygen, this oxygen. This is -2. Here also it is -2. Here also it is -2. But this one is peroxide. Why? Because OO bond over here, isn't it? So this will be -1 and -1. Clear? So now find the oxidation number. 2 hydrogen. So 2 plus 2. Yes. Sulfur 1 X plus 2 into -1. इन दोनों के लिए -1 plus 3 into -2, 6 is equal to x minus 6 is equal to 0. So you got the sulfur oxidation number. Okay, one more thing, one more point is here. If there is peroxide bond, so you have to use this calculation, ये वाला जो calculation, and whatever the oxidation number you will find, that will be equal to its valence electron. So this is going to be a big help in your MCQ questions. If अगर वहां पे peroxide bond मिल गया, अगर peroxide bond आता है, तो by using this calculation, by you doing all these things, what oxidation number we will get? Equal to valence electron. Clear? Yes, any doubt in this? Let's move to another example. Another example is peroxydisulfate. The formula is S2O8 minus 2. So again, find it. The oxidation number find karo. So this is 2x. Yes. And this is 16. Can I say minus 16 is equal to minus 2. So x we are getting plus 7. Yes. So here again the oxidation number is more than valence electron, and by how much? By 1 only. That means how many peroxide bond? 1 peroxide bond. Yes, 1 peroxide, that bond means 2 oxygen is going to involve. So out of this 8 oxygen, 2 oxygen will have minus 1 and rest all the oxygen will have minus 2 state. So you just do it. This is the structure SOO 1 peroxide bond हम दे देंगे. How to draw this structure ये भी आपको सिखाया जाएगा. Just have patience. इसका use जो है हम class 12 में बहुत अच्छे से करेंगे इसका structure बनाना. Here also I will tell you, just wait. Okay, so this is 1 peroxide bond over here. So in this case, this is minus 1 and this is minus 1. Rest all the oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all will have minus 2 state. So do it. S2, so 2x, and this is 2 oxygen. So this is 2 into minus 2. Yes, and rest 6. So 6 into minus 2, you will calculate and you will get this again, x is equal to 6. What I told you, that if there is a peroxide bond, after using all this, you will get the oxidation number equal to what? Equal to its valence electron. Now next case, oxidation number of Cr in CrO5. This is also very important question and like many times it is asked. So CrO5, that means chromium is going to be plus 10, isn't it? Chromium का plus 10 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. But chromium can show maximum plus 6 oxidation state. So how many peroxide bond it will have? Yes, oxidation number we are getting 10, and chromium can, the maximum oxidation number, the maximum valence electron is 6 only. So 10 minus 6, 4. यानी कि यहाँ पे 2 peroxide bond will be there. 2 peroxide, that means 4 oxygen. So out of 5 oxygen, 4 will be involved in peroxide and 1 will have minus 2 charge. Did you get that? So by conventional method, अगर आप करोगे x, you are getting 10, which is not possible. Chromium 6 होता है. So if we will do that, how many peroxide bond it will have? It will have 2 peroxide bond. Check करो. This 1 peroxide bond, here it is minus 1. Minus 1. How you will know that how many peroxide bond? उसके लिए trick दे दिया है. You have to use this. Otherwise, there is just mug up the structure and do it. Okay. So these 4 oxygen is going to have minus 1, while this one will have minus 2 state. So find it. You will get the chromium plus 6 oxidation state. And this type of a structure is called butterfly structure. So sometime it is asked that which type of a structure is there in the CrO5. So this is butterfly structure. Clear? Okay. Next example, oxidation number of Cl in a CaOCl2, and that question we have done in class 10th also, isn't it? Yaad hai? This is called bleaching powder, and I told you in that class 10th only that this structure, the way of writing bleaching powder in this way is completely wrong. Why? Because both the chlorine are not having same oxidation number. अगर आप यहाँ पे इसको करोगे तो oxidation number, if you will do that, you are going to get 0 oxidation state. दोनों chlorine का 0 हो जाएगा if you will follow this structure. But ऐसा होता नहीं है. So, however, it may be noted that the composition of bleaching powder is this. ये structure होता है. And that means it is that's why it was named as calcium hypochlorite chloride. Yes. And in this case, the oxidation number of inside जो है इसके अंदर जो होगा, because it is minus. Obviously, if it is minus, so it has to be plus 1. It has to be in plus. Yes. So plus 1 जो होता है that let me write this structure. This is CaOCl minus. ये minus जो है that is in outside only. Okay. Clear? So in this case, the oxygen is having minus. Oxygen is more electronegative, so that will have minus charge. So obviously the chlorine which is attached to the oxygen will be in the positive. Yes, so that's why this chlorine will have positive 1 plus 1, while this chlorine is attached with the calcium. So this one is positive, so obviously this one will be negative. If you will see the structure, its structure is like this, Ca, and here it is OCl, and here it is Cl. So this calcium is directly attached to positive. Yes, so what it will have, this is plus 2, and this chlorine is directly attached to this, so it will have negative. While this chlorine is attached with the electronegative element, so this one is minus 2, so obviously it will be plus 1. Clear? So this is the structure of calcium hypochlorite chloride. And if you will check the average one, you will get the 0. So ये जो आया वो क्या था? This was the average oxidation number of chlorine in CaOCl2. So now onward, for sure, you are not supposed to write the bleaching powder structure like this. You have to write what? CaOClCl, like this you have to write. Okay. Now another one is C3O2, that is called carbon suboxide. In this case, the structure you have to, if you will find this conventional method, you will get 4 by 3. So for sure, this is not oxidation number, rather it is average oxidation number. So इसके लिए हमें find करना पड़ता है. You know the structure, how to write the structure, how to draw the structure. So if you draw the structure, you will get like this. 3 carbon are there, arrange it. 2 oxygen are there, equally distribute करेंगे. So outside only first देंगे, बाद में inner पे आएंगे. तो outside में ही खत्म हो जा रहे हैं oxygen, so that's why inner will never get. So this one is minus 2. This one is minus 2. So to make this like 0, it will have plus 2. Similarly, this is minus 2. So to make this will have plus 2. Now this is 0, this becomes 0. So obviously the center one is again 0. Then only the whole compound will be in the 0 state. So here we can say that this the 2 carbons are in plus 2 state, while the middle one carbon is in 0 state. Clear? The element marked with the asterisk shows different oxidation number from rest of the 2 atom of the same element. अगर same element का जो दूसरा atom है, same element का दूसरा atom जो है, that is showing different oxidation number just because of structure. Yes, so structure also plays a very important role in the oxidation number. Now Br3O8, that is called tribromo octaoxide. If you will find the oxidation number here also, you will get 8 by 3. 16 by 3, which is again not possible. So it means that this 16 by 3 is the average oxidation number of all the 3 bromine present over there. So we'll draw the structure. 3 bromine, just make the 3 bromine, and 8 oxygen. So equally distribute. Outside 3, and in the center one 2 only. Yes. So we'll draw the structure. This is bromine, bromine, bromine. Outside OOO and then OO equally, and बीच में जो बचे, distribute it, like divide it into parts and just find the oxidation number. This one is minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Yes, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. So to make this 0, what it should be? It should be plus 6. Similarly, here also plus 6. And in this case, it is minus 2 and it is minus 2. So to make this bromine, this part 0, this bromine must have plus 4. So Br3O8, the 2 oxygen are in plus 6 state, while in the center one is in plus 4 state. Clear? Another is tetrathionate ion. If we'll find the oxidation number, what it will be? It will be like 2 by 5. Yes, check karo. 4x 12 minus 10, so 10 for 4 oxygen, 4 sulfur 10, so 1, it will be 10 by 4, yani ki 5 by 2, yani 2.5, isn't it? It means that all the 4 oxygen are in different state, and this one is the average oxidation state of all the 4 oxidation state of sulfur. Yes, so nikalenge by drawing the structure. 4 sulfur, we will draw all the 4 sulfur. Then 6 oxygen, outside को equally distribute करते हुए हम inside की तरफ आएंगे. So outside में it is going to be over. So let it be. 2 minus, so 1 minus charge, give it on this side oxygen, 1 in this side oxygen. And then find the oxidation number. Again, isko like we divide it in parts, and then this one is -2. This one has already charged. This one is -2. So to make this part 0, what we will do? It will be -2, -2, -1, यानी कि ये +5 होना चाहिए. Similarly, this one. So this is +5, this is +5 हो चुका है. अब अगर हम यहाँ पे कोई भी if we will do, so what it will be? It will be just different. So this is we have to make the compound neutral, isn't it? So because -2 charge is already distributed over here. So this is 0 and 0. Clear? Now find the oxidation number average. अगर देखोगे 5 + 5 10 upon 4, you are going to get this. Yes? So these type of things you have to learn. These paradox you have to learn. Now HNO4 peroxynitric acid. If you'll find the oxidation number, you will get the nitrogen is having +7 state over here. Is it possible? Not possible. So if +7, what you have to check again? You have to check this oxidation number and the valence electron. The valence electron of nitrogen is 5 only. And oxidation number you are getting +7. So how many peroxy bond? 1 peroxy bond only. 1 peroxy bond, that means 2 oxygen is going to have -1. Yes. So out of 4 oxygen, 2 will have -2 and 2 will have -1. So just do it. This is H1, nitrogen X, and out of 4, let me do with this -2. For 2 it will be -1. Yes. Plus for 2 it will be -2. So -4. Clear, bache? Now do it. X will be what? This will be 0. Kar do. So calculate it. You will get that X is equal to +5. And already I told you that if the peroxide bond is there, then the oxidation number will be equal to its valence electron. And I think now it is set on your mind. अब मुझे इसे फिर से दोबारा समझाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, आपको समझ में आ चुका है. So this is the structure of peroxynitric acid, and this is not going to be rubbed. Yes, it will be fixed in your mind. Okay, so here it is peroxy bond. 2 oxygen is involved in the peroxide bond. -1, -1. Clear? Now the question, and that is again going to be difficult. With the structure only you will be able to find this. So this is I'm giving as a homework. You have to do as a homework for this and then submit it. Okay, we'll discuss this question in the next video, next class. So that's it for today, class. Thank you, and in next class we will discuss the question which I have given you as a homework, and some more other more on oxidation number we will learn about that, and then types of redox reaction also we will learn. So till then, thank you, class. Enjoy your studies. Okay, thank you.